there's a lot of questions in this one because, we have missed out. But another thing I want to drop in right here is that at some point I'm going to ask you a question. And I would like to know what you think. So definitely keep watching. And here we go. Hey guys, this is Martin Wright from Argos Dog Training in Boston. And today we have something very special for you, something that we should have done a little while ago, and I'm very sorry that we didn't get to it. It is Ask Argos. So the first question that we're gonna read today is a question from She Sneezes on the Beat Ann. I think it's supposed to say and, I really do. I think that this ran out of space. But either way, it's a cool name. Thank you for the question. The question goes like this: thank you for the video! Exclamation point. Can I also ask how many times should we brush a dog's mouth in a day? This question is from the How to Brush a Puppy's Teeth for the First Time video in our puppy playlist. So the answer to that is after every meal. In an ideal and perfect world, you brush your dog's teeth after every meal. But to tell you the truth, I don't know if anybody does that. Once a day is great. Most people, I don't think, do that. Once a week for most dogs is enough. But really, once a day, once every 2 days, something like that is good. It's better than not brushing the dog's teeth at all. So do it as often as you can. Thank you for the question. Definitely Ask Argos. Hashtag Ask Argos. Excellent. This is another question from How to Brush a Puppy's Teeth for the First Time. This one is from Ann Keeling. Thank you, Ann, for watching the channel. We definitely appreciate it. Please send in more questions. I love the questions, and we'll get to them, I promise. The question goes, thank you for this. What is the training collar that you're using? Now, it's a puppy that's in the video, and I'm actually using this training tool. This is a tool that was developed by my friend Heather Beck. It's called the transitional leash, right? The cool thing about this tool, it's a regular slip lead, as you can see, but the cool thing about this tool is that it's also a head halter, which is really cool. I was just using it just to keep the dog near me. I use slip leads a lot. So do vets, so do kennels. They use them a lot because they're really simple, they're easy, and it's easy to keep the dog near you. But this becomes a head halter as well. I use this a lot with dogs that are reactive, sometimes dogs that are aggressive. This is like one of the best tools. Check it out. You could definitely find it at Canine Lifeline. And Heather, you're the one. But definitely thank you again, Ann, for the question, Annie Keeling. Thank you very much for the question, Annie Keeling. All right, so this question is on a video that we have, or episode that we have, that says, Drew Lynch says, Pugs' eyes will what? The question is from a person named Lux Lover. And Lux wrote, really? In all capital letters. Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. I thought it was a myth. How do you get their eyes back in? They are really ugly. I'll say it, smiley face. Ooh, Lux Lover, you're gonna get hate mail. All right, so the thing about this is, yes, that is true. Pugs and also other dogs that have the bulging eyes, their eyes can pop out if you put too much pressure on their throat, or for any other reason that they choose to pop them out for. What they normally do is they bring them to the vet, and the vet does their magic or their science, and they pop them back in somehow. I don't know how that works. I'm a dog trainer. I'm not a veterinarian, but a lot of times they don't lose the eye because it popped out of their eye socket, which is in their head. So it pops out of their head, they don't lose the eye. As far as they're ugly, I'll say it. I have nothing to say about that. I like pugs. I think that they are definitely a unique flavor. Yeah, their energy level is really good. Yeah, some people like that, the brachiocephalic, smush-faced dogs. They say they look like children. They say they look like babies, and makes people want to take care of them. I don't know. This question comes from Cool Rizzo. Thank you so much for watching the channel. We really appreciate you. Thank you for sending in questions. Please send in more. We enjoy it. It's on a video that is called Engagement Explained. Why isn't your dog paying attention to you? All right. And the question is this: what kind of dog is she? In this video, we're looking at Frank's dog, and it is Sandy. And Frank answered in the video, she's a rescue from Puerto Rico, no one really knows. So that's the answer, straight from Frank. She's a rescue from Puerto Rico, no one really knows. Now, my answer for that is that I think she is a German Pincer, Minpin mix, possibly. That'll be my guess. But maybe there's some Doberman in there, but chances are there's Poodle in there too. So that would be my guess. There might even be some Pug in there. We don't know. Because dogs are like 99% the same from breed to breed if you check out their genetics. But anyway, she's a cute dog and she's very athletic, and I love working with Sandy. This question is also from Cool Rizzo, and it is on the video or the episode, How to Modify Ittybit's Baskerville Muzzle for a Better Fit, right? And the question goes like this. Thank you again, Cool, for the question, by the way. The question goes like this. Our Minpin is very, that's all capitals, aggressive when clipping nails. So we are looking for and need a solution like a good muzzle for the time being. Any recommendations? Argos dog training? Question mark. So I guess you're asking for muzzle recommendations. My muzzle recommendation for a Minpin would be the Baskerville muzzle. And I think it's a #1 muzzle. You could also check out, if you want to, you could check out the Jafco muzzle, but really just watch the videos because I have all my recommendations as the best muzzles that I really like in the video. At the same time, when you're dealing with nail clipping, you could also check out my puppy videos. Because when you're dealing with nail clipping, you can, with an older dog, socialize them to the tool and get it so that way they're more easy with the tool. Minpins are notoriously bad with nail clipping. My Minpin does not love nail clipping either. They're notoriously bad with that. And Minpins, once again, it means miniature biter, and they will bite you. They will. They don't mind that part so much. So you can use a muzzle, and this is a good use of a muzzle. But make sure that you're doing it as gentle as possible. Everything is done as gently as possible. And yeah, I love Minpins. Aren't they great? Thanks again for the question.
Listen up, I need your ideas now.
So I'm asking you a question. This is what we're talking about in the beginning, where there's a question that I'll be asking you. So my question is this. Having watched the videos that we've made with Hazel and other videos on this channel, do you think that prong collars are cruel? I repeat the question. Do you think that prong collars are cool? Pronged training collars are cruel? That's the whole question. Definitely fill in the comments. Let me know what you think. And we will be making an episode, or maybe even a bunch of episodes, about prong collars and things that people think about them. All right, thank you guys. Yeah. All right, this question is from Sunshine the Service Puppy. Thank you, Sunshine the Service Puppy, for watching our video. I hope that you take good care of your owner and that you're doing your job the way that you should do it. Although Sunshine the Service Puppy obviously didn't type this, unless she is a service typing dog. Because if she's a service typing dog, then she could have typed this. Who knows? Here we go. Back on task. I'm using a dog mask to help my dogs with jumping and biting as a last resort, and it's working immediately. Very happy with results. Don't appreciate my family members calling it cruel. I feel that's just ignorant. I never felt like a muzzle is cruel, but I do get sad when people only seem to use them on mean-looking dogs. It's definitely a stereotype. Yeah, in my opinion, muzzles are not cruel. They're not intended to hurt the dog. You know, they're intended really to keep the dog from biting other dogs or biting other people, which could get the dog in a lot of serious trouble and even euthanized, even get put down for that kind of behavior. I wouldn't appreciate your family members calling it cruel either. Yeah, I'm sorry that happens, but there's a lot of ignorance out there. There is, and that's exactly, you called it exactly right. There's a lot of ignorance out there. There's a lot of people who will think a muzzle is cruel, and I don't know what their recourse is. I don't know if they think that it's better for the dog to bite people or not. But when that happens, just try to block it out and just move past. Just thank you for your opinion, bye, and just leave. You know, of course, if it's a family member who is with you all the time, that could be more difficult. But if they're with you all the time, they should definitely understand that you're not being cruel to your dog. They see how you take care of your dog. They see that you love your dog. So don't worry about it too much. Hope that's helpful. Please write back with more. Okay, so this one is not a question. It's just a comment. And I like the comment, so I just want to read it for you guys. And it's from Canon D. Geminis. Thank you, Canon, for commenting on the video. I appreciate it. It goes, my Chiquito kisses me all day long. Then there's paw emoji, service dog emoji, poodle emoji, service dog emoji, dog head emoji, dog head emoji, dog emoji, service dog emoji, poodle emoji, service dog emoji, paw print emoji, paw print emoji, paw print emoji, service dog emoji, poodle emoji, service dog emoji, dog emoji, dog head emoji, dog head emoji, dog head emoji, dog, service dog emoji, poodle emoji, service dog emoji, paw prints emoji. I'm happy your dog kisses you all day long. It's a great thing. I mean, dogs are supposed to love us. The end. All right, this question is from Billy the Kid, which is a great name. It's a historic name. Billy the Kid, thank you so much for watching our Argos videos, our Argos episodes. I hope this is helpful, and definitely write back anytime you'd like to. This comes from a video that we made that was dog muzzles. Why are they good and where to start? Itty Bit Muzzle episode 1. Wow, we have long titles, Frank. It goes like this from Billy the Kid. Right. My bull terrier has an issue with things that move, like brooms, mops, vacuums, tail chasing, and feet. He'll get aggressive and start attacking our feet out of nowhere. I think he has OCD or something. With things like that, what I would want to do is I want to try to identify when it's most likely to happen. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to work on my communication skills with the dog. So that way, once I know when it's going to happen, I'll be able to have some influence over the behavior. I got to make sure that I have structure with that dog as well. You know, so that way they couldn't understand that I'm controlling timing and spacing. That's not a dog that should be jumping on you any at all. They shouldn't be pushing into you any at all. You know, you really have to control the space that the dog is allowed to be in. If they're close to you, it's only when you allow them to be like really up close to you. You know, other than that, I wouldn't. But I would want to predict those kind of things. Know when it's likely to happen so that way you could take action. Yes, you can use a muzzle with especially attacking the feet, but even although my dog will drink in the muzzle and eat in the muzzle, I don't want to leave it on him all the time. You know, so I want to be safe there. Things like chasing mops and vacuums and things like that. If you're able to work out a good place command with your dog, and I do have videos on this channel that shows how to create a place command, then you can put the dog at a far distance and sweep and give food and sweep and give food and sweep and give food and that kind of thing until the dog is looking for food more than looking to attack the broom. You know, I would also probably do a test where I have a broom just out in the room to see if the dog will just run over to it and attack it even when when the room is not being swept. But I want to break that down. That's not something that you would want to use a muzzle for. For me, the broom, the vacuum, and the mops, I wouldn't use a muzzle for that because they will never cry and they will never They will never be a liability to me. Like the broom is never gonna sue me for biting it, So I wouldn't necessarily, I'll try to figure out how to get the dog not to bite the broom without necessarily using a muzzle. Unless of course the dog ramps himself up by biting the broom and then goes for my leg. Then yeah, I would use a muzzle in that situation. Also remember to crate train your dogs. And if you have your dog in the crate, make sure that you're not sweeping up against the crate with a dog that's showing this kind of behavior. All right, like when he's in the crate over here, sweep over there. And then when you're sweeping over there, when you're sweeping over here, put him in a room over there so that way he can't continue to do it. I hope that's helpful. Thank you, Billy. All right, so this question gets this is my favorite question out of all the questions. I loved all the questions, by the way. Guys, please write in, but this is my favorite question. It goes like this. Hi, Martin. I've been binge watching your video. See, that's the part. That's the part that I love the best. Oh, and there's an exclamation point. My dog has developed fear of walks due to Halloween fireworks. Ooh. She's been refusing to walk once we get past our driveway for a few weeks now, even though there are no fireworks anymore. Would the tips in this video help this situation? And the video that she's referring to is how to get a dog moving when they are too nervous. And I think there's even fireworks in that video. Yes, the tips in that video will help you to get your dog moving at this point. I have another video about fireworks too, because it's clearly your dog is sound sensitive. So I would start working on those things too. I'm sure you've seen it because you're watching my videos. You're watching my videos. Anyway, I'm sure that you have seen that video. So I'll be doing both of those things. If you can get a dog trainer to work with you, it will speed up the process. You have to kind of train your hands. As we're doing this tension and this release, the reason why it works so easily and so well when I'm doing it is because I am feeling through the leash rather than looking with my eyes to see or to feel when the dog moves a little bit in my direction. And once they do, I release all the tension from the leash. In the split second, if the dog doesn't move enough, I add more tension going the same direction. Another thing that you might try to do is just kind of play with your dog right at the threshold where she will not move, right? So if you want to walk, let's say you come out your driveway and you want to walk left and she doesn't want to walk left, just stop where you are and just play with your dog. I have some videos about chasing the treat. If you watch some of the other Hazel videos, it shows like my warm-up game where it's like basically a chase the treat game. But a lot of the times those things will start to bring the dog's attention away from the thing that they're afraid of and more towards you. And then you'll be able to get moving. That's what I probably recommend for you and your dog. But definitely the techniques that I mentioned in that video will help, will get your dog moving once you have the ability to use those techniques fluently and easily. Thank you so much, Neve, for the question and the comment and everything. Thank you. Keep watching. All right, this question is from Nemesis Stars. Thank you, Nemesis, for asking this question. And it says as follows. My dog was fine as a puppy, but when she got to the age of 10, she started acting aggressive and not wanting to be pet and kissed much, and looked like she was warning me that she would bite if I pushed her too far. And I was thinking of using a muzzle that would be worn all day in the house that would allow her to drink and eat, but prevent biting, as I've become wary and scared of her behavior due to her arthritis in her legs. All right, so I like this one a lot because, yeah, puppies are a lot different than older dogs. Puppies are very forgiving. You could do a lot of things with a puppy that, like, once the dog becomes an adult, they just will not tolerate. If a dog is in pain, they can be more irritable. And if we're petting a puppy when we know that like they have arthritis and they might be uncomfortable, especially if we're going around those areas, yeah, a dog can bite you. The thing I like about this though is that you're noticing. You're noticing when she's uncomfortable, which tells me that you don't really need a muzzle for her, right? Because she doesn't bite unless she's uncomfortable. And you could see it, you can read it. So as soon as you see it, you don't want to make your dog uncomfortable anyway. Right? So as soon as you see her starting to become uncomfortable, just move away from her. I do not want my dogs, any dog, to really wear a muzzle all day long, although they can. Itty Bit could have a muzzle on, she could eat, she could drink water, so she could probably wear it for the rest of her life without there being a real problem. But I wouldn't want that for a dog, right? It's better, it's more skillful, it's more graceful if we're able to see that the dog doesn't like it and change our behavior so that way the dog no longer needs to show that. Rather than seeing that my dog doesn't like to be kissed, but still kissing them, you know? I'm really happy that you're able to read your dog's behavior. There's a lot of people who cannot anticipate what their dog is gonna do before the dog does it. So that is a benefit. And everybody out there, you really should be looking, how does my dog feel about it? Even if the dog was fine with it before. A good example of this is a dog that wakes up, startles out of sleep. A lot of times puppies won't do that. You know, you could pet the puppy when it's sleeping, it doesn't care. But then the dog gets older and all of a sudden you touch the dog and it's jumping up and it's whipping his head around and things like that. I want you guys to notice those things as your dog gets older. You know, you have to continue to watch your dog. They never stay the same. They're always changing. Hope this is helpful. Thank you so much, Nemesis Star. Please write in again. Hey friends, thank you so much for the questions. Definitely drop in any other questions you might have about any topic dealing with dogs or dog behavior. I'll be glad to answer them for you. If you'd like to learn more about Argos dog training, please check the description below for other links to our other social media outlets. Also, I have my website, argostraining.com, and definitely you can find us there. Click the links, subscribe, hit the bell, do all those kind of things. Watch other videos, they're pretty cool. And until next time, enjoy your day and enjoy your dog.